Cups are the most beautiful and the most soft energy of the tarot deck. They are the water suits of the tarot, and therefore most people think that it represents emotions. But I'm here to demonstrate to you that they represent something far more than just emotions, with a very interesting history. Now, the water suits, which is the Cups card of the tarot deck, govern not only your emotions, but they're all to do with your inward. So they govern your emotions, your relationship with yourself, with the world, and others. But it's also about creativity, it's also about intuition, and it's all of those things that are happening within you and all of the things that make you human. Now, when we talk about Cancer in relation to the tarot, we're talking about being in your emotions, being flown by your emotions, the emotions flowing through you, and being in the depths of your emotional sea or ocean. When we talk about Scorpio, that's your inner world, that's the things that you keep hidden from the world. So that's your emotions, your thoughts, those very things that you feel might make you vulnerable, and keeping those things within you. That's Scorpio. When we talk about Pisces, it's about liberation. So what you're doing is, from the depths of the ocean of your emotions, you take it and you express it. You take everything that you feel vulnerable and you express it and you liberate it. This is what it means in totality when we talk about the cups. This is the transition that we talk about. Now let's come to the history, because the history is so interesting. The symbol of the cups were not actually invented in Europe. The history can be traced back to China and the Chinese playing card, which is called the money card. Now, the money cards had symbols which was like strings of coins, a string of coins. This symbol then travels to Europe and becomes the clergy's cup, the cleric's cup in the church, and the communal cup of the church. And then representing that the clergy or the priest of the church helps people and communities navigate their emotions to liberation and navigate their emotions and spirituality. Now, I have many clients who come to me after a painful breakup, and their questions are always the same. Why did this happen to me? Why did this person do what they did? And there's a lot of grief that is there. And inevitably, in the cards, the Five of Cups comes up in our readings. Now, this Five of Cups is a very interesting card. Whenever it shows up, people look at this card and they feel devastated. They feel, oh my God, look at these cups. They've all spilled and everything is ruined. But what they don't see is that there are two cups that are still standing behind them. And what this card or what this energy is really explaining to them is that although there might be grief and breakup and sadness that you have to deal with, something that is actually ruined and something that you can't reconcile with, or something that can't come back into your life, but there is something that is still standing behind you. There is something that you still got. So in the context of their reading, maybe you still got your friends, maybe you still got your family who's supporting you, but you have also got your inner strength, you've got your inner peace, you've got your own self. This is what I want you to leave with. Most of us were never told to pay attention to our emotions. We were always being told to dismiss our emotions and pay attention to our mind. We were always told how to cope, how to push through, but never address those emotions because they were not important. But that's exactly what the cups are against. The cups are telling you that you have to pay attention to your emotions to be able to liberate from the situations that you are in. Because your emotions are data, it is information, they're all trying to tell you something. So this is exactly what I want you to do today. Sit with yourself and ask your emotion questions. Ask, what is it that you want me to know? Ask them, how is it that I can liberate you, and what I can do to free you from being stuck within me. Because the ocean does not apologize for its depth, and neither should you.